What's up? Welcome back to What's What with Wyatt Wilkes. Today, we got Matthew Cleveland on the show. It's going to be a really good time. He's a great kid. I'm really excited. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. We got new lights, got new microphones. We're getting a new camera soon. Thank you for being patient. I'm learning how to edit. We're going to get there. All right, we're getting all the stuff. We're compiling all of it. It's going to be a great time. Now, I want to hop into the sponsors for this video. First one is Phone Hero. People over at Phone Hero are fantastic people, and they'll fix your phones or your laptops for the right price, and they're going to do it the right way. I love them over there. Austin, the owner, is a great guy. He's not going to screw you over. He's going to do it right. Don't take your phone to the mall. Take it to Phone Hero. Go to phoneherotlh.com. I'm going to link it in the description, and go there. Just please, if you need to buy a new phone, new laptop, something like that, they got them used, they have them new, and they're for an affordable, fair price, and you know what you're going to get from Phone Hero. That's what I love. I love the consistency. Ray broke his phone the other day. He took it over to Phone Hero yesterday morning. They fixed it in 30 minutes. Fixed a brand new screen. He said it looks like a brand new phone. I saw it myself. I've used them for years, long before they were sponsors for the podcast or for the YouTube channel. And I really can't stress enough just how good they are and how much I trust them. And I wouldn't tell you about them unless I trusted them. So one more time, that's phoneherotlh.com. Head on over, go see what kind of products they got. They got everything. You need a case, Phone Hero. You need to get your phone fixed, Phone Hero. Phone Hero, Phone Hero, Phone Hero. I can't say it enough. Now, our next sponsor for this video is Isabella's. Isabella's is a pizzeria here in Tallahassee. I eat there like at least probably once a week, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I eat there probably more than I should, but it's absolutely delicious. Mikkel, who's the owner, is such a fantastic person, and they just make outstanding pizza. It's Neapolitan-style pizza, and it is delicious. I usually get a small pepperoni with some chips and a drink, and it just hits the spot every time, and it's affordable. It's like $8-9. I absolutely love it. Go over to isabellaspn.com and check out what they got. They have some fantastic selections. It's not just pizza. They even have some ice cream there. It's a really good experience. I love eating there. I love the people, and everyone that works there is just always so nice, and it's really just a great experience. I really want you guys to be able to experience that too. I'm a pizza lover. I can't turn down a good pie, and they make the best. So head over to their website. I will also link that in the description. You're going to thank me. Trust me. All right, let's get to the show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. All right, have it going. Let's get it going.
Three, two. Matt, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great. How about you?
Pretty good. Do you like how we changed our living room to make it kind of look good?
Looks better. Looks decent.
All right. So for everyone that is watching on YouTube, if you're listening, don't mind this. But if you're watching on YouTube, we have lights set up. I put a little investment into this. So now we reconfigured our whole living room. So I hope you like it, because I just drilled a blanket into the wall to cover a window. So that'll cost me some money later down the line. But Matt, how you feeling, buddy? You good?
Good.
How's your body feel?
It's getting sore.
Getting sore?
First few weeks it wasn't bad, but now it's getting
you're
sore.
lifting every day.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different. All right. So I've been telling the people that I'm gonna get you on here. Now you're here. So I want to start out pretty simple. Just tell everybody who you are, where you're from. Give them a little something. Give them a little bit about you.
Matthew Cleveland from Atlanta, Georgia. First 2 years of high school, went to Cambridge High School, then transferred to Pace. My final 2, junior and senior year. I've lived in 2 states, but my parents have lived, I think, in over 10 plus states.
Which states? Well, at least that you've lived in.
I've only lived here in Illinois.
Okay, so Illinois. So, what's your favorite?
Illinois.
Illinois. See, you haven't been here long enough. That's the thing. Once you're here for a while, I think it'll be all right. It'll work out for you. Where'd you go to high school? Because I know you didn't go to school in Illinois, did you?
That was like elementary school.
Okay, so where'd you go to high school then?
Pace Academy for junior, senior year, Cambridge, freshman, sophomore year.
So basketball. That's why.
Pretty much.
So I feel like somebody else I've heard of has gone to Pace before.
Wendell Carter.
Okay, that's who it was.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember if we played them or not. I don't think so. Did you know I played AAU with Wendell like for one tournament?
For CB3?
Yeah, it was an absolutely ridiculous team. Listen to this team. This team was me. It was like 15U, Biloxi, Mississippi. All I remember from that is the team. We won the tournament and we went to the beach. That's all I remember about Biloxi. But it was me, Wendell Carter. I can't remember if Colin Sexton was there or not. But Sean D. Brown, Malik Williams, who went to Clemson. Golly, now I'm blanking. Big man from North Carolina.
Garrison Brooks.
John Petty.
Petty.
There was like every single person was a high D1 player or an NBA player. Every single person on the team. There was like 11 dudes. Everyone. It was like we were 15U playing 16U, and the 16U teams were like, "What the?" They were like, "What's going on?" We had another. Auburn, big man from Auburn. God, I can't remember anybody's name.
The one that's here now?
No, I don't. What's his name? From a couple years ago. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I'm sorry, but biggest hands I've ever seen.
He wore 50, 55.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name though.
What's his name? Look, all I know is I've shook Dr. J's hand. I've shook Michael Jordan's hand, Shaq's hands. Everybody. That man I cannot remember his name to save my life. It'll come back to me. But he had the biggest hands I've ever seen in my life. It was unbelievable. He could like pick up a ball like that. It was nuts. But so were y'all won back-to-back state championships?
Junior, senior, yeah.
Okay, so how was that? Do you think? See, in my opinion, I think winning on any level, it transfers. Like I don't care if you win as a child. Like that builds that winning like culture in your mind. You know what I mean? So I mean, I won a state championship in what was that? What year was that? 2014. And I think it really translated just mentality wise. I think it really translated to college. Would you agree with that or?
Definitely junior year.
Well, I mean, obviously you didn't play a game, but how do you think mentally it makes a difference?
Oh, definitely. Because my junior year, going into my junior year, I had no clue like what it took to win at all. Like I was just like, I'm here for fun. Like,
bro, it's a weird thing.
We get there.
It's a weird thing. Like the mindset after you win. It's like when you're on the road to winning for the first time, like at least on the stage, like a state championship, you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah,
like even like right up until the point of like playing in the championship game, you don't know what's going on. And then after you win, like that next season is like it's like it all clicks. It all makes sense. It's a very weird thing. But so who else was on the team besides you?
There's me, Madison Durr, who's going to Hargrave Academy, Cole Middleton playing at Cleveland State, Josh Reed, who's like
Cleveland State. Shout out Cleveland State, Coach Gates. That's my guy right there. Continue.
Josh Reed, top 100 player in the nation for 2022, and then we had a bunch of other good pieces. We had Josh Mindenberg, who's like a defensive shooter, Logan Baker, athletic. That's the most athletic person I've seen in my life. And then
play in college?
Nah, he didn't.
That's weird. The most athletic person I've ever seen in my life doesn't play in college either.
Yeah, like
although, man, Kevin Buckley, if you're listening to this or watching this, buddy, you should have ran track. I tell you what, his dad was a silver medalist in the Olympics,
really?
From Jamaica. That man in like 7th grade, he could touch the top of the square. He was just, those people that just glide when they're
just
around?
Float.
Just float. They just float. I know a couple people like Jordan Pouncey. Jordan, I know you're listening to this. Jordan, their whole family. Jordan, Ethan, Aiden, Like everybody, they just float. They got that thing about them, you know. Actually, quick story. In middle school, so we had this thing in middle school called like an all sports award. So like we had 4 sports from my middle school. So you had to play in all 4 of them to get the award. So I had to play soccer and run track. Now, I had no interest in running track, but I'm super competitive, so I wanted to win. So I was all right in the 400. Let me tell you, the long jump. So like, I think you had to do like two things. I ran the 400. I wasn't like really fast enough to run the 100-meter dash or whatever, the 200, whatever it was. I was good at the 400. Then I had to pick something else. The shot put team was filled up, so I just did the long jump. So like my coach was like, look, he's like, don't even like just give some effort, whatever it is. You don't have to go too hard. Obviously, I can't let myself do that. I got to try to win. Did I win? Absolutely not. But Jordan Pouncey, I'm pretty sure. Text me. I know you're watching. Text me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he still holds like the state record for his age group for the long jump. He jumped 23 feet in like 7th grade.
Jeez.
That man was something different. But I know we just got way off track right there. But so you were stacked in high school.
Yeah.
What class were you playing at? Or like, okay, so in Florida we have at least when I graduated we had 9 classes.
Yeah, we had 7, and we were in the second one, 2A.
2A?
Mm.
Ooh, tiny. So what's like size school is that?
400 kids.
Okay. All right. So we had 4,000. Somewhere around there. We had a lot. We were big. But do you think that had an effect? I mean, obviously I'm talking to you. You haven't played a game yet. But do you think that had do you notice an effect? Or okay, so with 2A, like in Orlando, right? So like you got 2A schools that are like OCP who are just absolutely just ridiculously stacked. Shout out Van Allen Lubin. But do you think it has an effect on like the transition to college? Like just when like you're used to playing against maybe not the greatest competition or the highest competition, or do you think AAU like, kind of mitigates that and the people you play with kind of hold that back a little bit?
So the only teams we actually played in 2A were the teams in our region and then state tournament. And then outside of that, we played all 6A, 7A schools. And
okay. Wait, so you didn't have to play your class?
You didn't have to play, like, only region and state tournaments when you had to play your class. Every other game you could schedule however you wanted it to.
Oh, okay. So, so that's vastly different than us. So with us, it was more, we had like you were private, right? Okay, so yeah, I was public. So it's probably the same in Georgia, I imagine. If you're public, you have to play. We didn't have to play public schools, but we had a set amount of games that we had to play with teams in the area.
Yeah, that was for public school.
At the time I was in high school, the Central Florida was just absolutely stacked. I think it still is, but it was ridiculous. Like the amount of college basketball players that came out of just the teams that we played. There was Oak Ridge with Antonio Blankney, Patrick Willis. I think he went to Moorhead. Then you had Evans High School with man, you know what? I'm gonna stop telling stories today because I can't remember anyone's name. He went to Virginia Tech and then went to Florida. Kerry Blackshear, good friend of mine. Golly. And they had a couple other guys. I mean, it was just ridiculous. It was just constant. But so let's just move on because if I try to say anything else, I'm going to forget somebody else's name. So what made you choose FSU? Right. So I know you had a bunch of offers. What did it come down to?
Really came down to some place that felt like I could be comfortable at because I'm more of like a home person.
Well, yeah, you're asleep right now.
Yeah. I like just being at home, being comfortable. So it was like the best place that I felt could provide that since they've been recruiting me since basically my freshman year of high school.
You know what? I think, you know how many videos I have of you snoring? I think I might throw one in here just for the people. If I don't, I apologize. But this man sleeps more than the second most of anyone I've ever seen. Always. Hey, maybe you're still growing.
Hopefully.
You never know.
Hopefully.
So it was really just a comfortability thing.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Did you like look at any like schemes, any offense, any defense, stuff like that, and decide, like that's the type of thing that I want to pursue, like want to stay or like want to play in, like that type of style?
Yeah, so my dad really much did all like the background work and then came to me and like showed me like this is what they do, like this is what they did with Devin, this is what they did with Patrick, this is what they did with Terrence. And we did that for like all my basically like top 15 schools, and this was like the best fit, best choice for me.
All right. It's pretty simple. You want to expand on that or no? You don't need to. I'm just kidding. Hey, why don't you just stare at the camera real quick while I get the pop filter for that mic? Because I forgot it. So go ahead. Just stare at the camera. And if you're listening, hold on 2 seconds. There we go. Boom. All right. Well, before we continue any further, I mean, your Bucks won, buddy. So he's a huge Bucks fan. Yeah, he was. What was the quote that you had last night? I'm gonna go start my own parade.
Start my own parade in the hallway of the Flats.
Yeah, he was very excited.
Yeah.
I said at dinner, I was like, for the Bucks to win, Giannis has to get 50. He got 51. Or did he get 50 or 50? I think he had 51.
50. I think it was 50 or 51. But
I thought he hit both free throws.
Nah, he missed the last second one.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, 50. Hey, look at that. I'm a fortune teller. You got the merch? You buying the merch? What's going on?
So, backstory: the website crashed last night, and it's been slow all day. So I don't know if it's gonna come through.
What are you getting? What's the merch that you're gonna buy? The Bucks?
It was like 8 shirts, a pair of championship underwear, 3 hats, a signed Chris Middleton championship ball.
Where are you getting this kind of money? Oh, is that what you're saying, that they had up on the side of that?
That's what I was gonna get.
Bro, there's better things to spend your money on.
There's not though.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
There's not.
A signed ball?
Uh-huh.
How much was that?
It's like $300.
Golly. I need to get whatever job you got. Oh my goodness. So okay, so what was the cart total?
Cart total was like 600.
Oh my gosh. I'm not a fan of anyone that much. Well, actually, I don't know if the Cowboys want to. Yeah, hate me, people. I'm a Cowboys and Yankees fan. I know. I'm going to get in the comments and people are going to DM me hate. The Cowboys and the Yankees. No fan base gets more hate than the Cowboys and the Yankees. So, you know what? But you know what? If you want to throw some shade, go ahead. And also go to Isaac Spainhour's page. He loves the Yankees too. I'm just throwing him under the bus. Chucking him under there. So how's the transition been from what are the 3 hardest things that you would say is the transition from high school to college, from just in terms of like workouts so far that you've seen? And like obviously we haven't, for the people watching and listening, we have not done any defensive stuff, and we're basically just baseline offense and general footwork stuff and how to come off screens and how to deal with different screen coverages and things like that. So we haven't really dived too far into it, but from what you know, what you've seen so far, what is the hardest part about the transition?
Learning the offense. That's the first thing.
Oh, buddy, it's going to get harder. We've put in our emotion offense. Okay, so offense, learning the offense. What's hard about it? Just the speed of it, or what?
No, it's not like set. There's no set destination.
Okay.
Of where the ball's going to go.
Okay. Okay. I see. So did you run like a set oriented offense in high school?
Yeah.
So you just run a set to get like somebody open and then score out of that. Okay. All right. Yeah.
We had like one motion offense, but we ran it all the time, but like we normally didn't run plays. It was like,
okay. So obviously just scored pretty easily.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Helps when you got a bunch of freak athletes. I guess you're at the right place. Okay, so learning the offense because there's no set plays. Yeah, so we have three different motions that we basically can go into at any time, and it doesn't have to continue that way. So that's why he's saying it's difficult. Is we can start in one, and then literally after one or two passes, we can be in a totally different motion. So that is tough to learn, and it takes a while to learn all the different if you pass here and then you cut here, then this is this is the offense we're gonna run. But if you pass here and then cut one position higher on the court, we might be in a completely different offense or stay in the one that we started. So I can see how that would be difficult. I'm old, so I forgot. I was like, "What's hard?" Yeah, no. All right, so there's one. What's the next one?
Constantly talking.
Okay, yeah, that was tough for me.
Yeah.
Actually, the aforementioned Coach Gates really helped me out with that. When I was a freshman, he actually helped me, Turk, MJ, and he did the same thing to all of us, which was basically now the coaches are soft now, they didn't make you guys do this, but when we were in a defensive drill, because our biggest problem was defense. We talked a little bit better on offense, but defensively it was just tough, especially when you don't know what you're doing. You feel like an idiot when you're trying to talk and you're saying the wrong thing. So what he made us do is when we were in the defensive drill, he would tell everyone on the baseline to be quiet and all the other guys in the drill. So even if there were other freshmen or other people that didn't know what was going on in the drill, just for that one drill, you had to talk. And that really changed my career because, now you've heard me, I basically just scream all practice. Just every cut, I'm yelling it, right? And that is pretty much all because that one day. After that, I realized oh, that's how you talk, because now the pressure's on. I gotta really pipe it up here so that people, because guys will get hit by a screen. And if I'm not calling it out, that's why you'll hear in pickup guys like Ann will call a screen from down on the baseline, and it's because of that drill. I'm telling you, go ask him. It's really a great way to get help people learn how to talk, I think. But so talking now, you're talking about offense, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
defense.
What's hard about just talking about the cuts?
Because I've never talked on offense. Normally on offense, it's just you call out the play and then you run the play, or you'll be like, come set the screen. That's about it. You don't I'm going this way. I'll come up, fill up.
Yeah. It's hard at first, but I think it definitely helps. Especially when you're in those loud arenas and it gets hectic, then things like that, maybe you don't say hey, I'm going back door, or whatever, because you don't let the guy know. Yeah. But you have that communication, especially when it's really loud and you're used to being loud. So when you're talking, you in practice, you haven't experienced it yet, but in training camp, what they'll do is they put crowd noise. They get a sound bite of crowd noise and then expand it over an hour, and they put it on the speakers, and then they blast it. Blasted to the point where it's is this okay for our ear? A concert type, loud. And then they all talk, all the coaches talk like this. Okay, so we're going to run 2 guard. And okay. Did you get it? I said, and then everyone's like, wait, what? And then they're like, didn't get it. All right, everybody on the line. And you're God. They purposely talk quiet so that they're just saying okay, this one guy has to hear it and then communicate it to everybody else, because in a really loud arena, maybe one person only might hear it, and then you got to communicate. Okay, so that's 2. So learn the offense, talking. What's the third?
The ball screens.
Ball screens, just knowing the coverage, or what about them?
When I came off ball screens in high school, it was just run to the rim, dunk it, get back on defense.
Yeah, that doesn't work that well here. Yeah. What have we gone over? We've gone over a white, which is a hard hedge, a blue, which is a flat hedge. We've gone over black, which is an ice. So that's it's a third of the ones that we'll go over. So then you got blue trap, then you got red, you got blue, like fence or something. You got like white trap. It's like we got a bunch of stuff. But one thing, like as long as I feel like one thing that always helped me was like CY would always yell at me like keep my eyes up, you know. And a lot of times I'll recognize what ball screen coverage they're going to be in by the help side defenders on the backside. So like especially if because like sometimes like right now like the coaches are telling us what ball screen coverage the defense is going to run before we play. So, but we're going to get to a point where they're not going to tell us, and then we just got to read it. So they're going to do something different every time. But those backside help defenders are going to rotate differently for every different ball screen coverage. If they know that the big is going to hedge, that strong side help defender might be higher and inside like way sooner because he knows that there might be a slip. So if I see that and he already starts cheating, then I know okay a white's coming. So then I get like but I don't even have to think. I just know what coverage they're going to be in and what I need to do, like what my options are. But you're going to get there. You're coming along really, really well. How's the toe? Oh yeah, he broke his toe. Classic.
It's doing good. It hurts on some days now. Like yesterday was painful, and then Monday was all right. But yesterday was just.
How'd you do it again?
Pick up, dunked it, slipped off the rim, and jammed it.
Yeah, it's not your first broken toe. I imagine. Yeah. Welcome to the world of college sports. If you're watching, here are all my fingers. I can barely straighten any of them. That one's really bad. If you're listening, you can imagine all my crooked fingers. But it's a pretty constant thing. But you have been pushing through it. A lot of people love sitting out. They get tired and they go, and then they sit. But it's a big thing, especially at first. Like I was telling Matthew this the other day. Like the coaches don't know what they're gonna get from him. Like they don't know what they're gonna get from you. Like they don't know how much like what your pain tolerance is. Whether if you're actually hurt, like are you gonna play through it? Not saying that you should, but like what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like they know me. Like I could get hit by a car. Actually, here's a story where I don't need to remember anyone's name. I missed tutoring when I was a freshman, and Coach Jones calls me and he's like, you got to get to tutoring. He's like, before you come to practice, there's like 40 and get all your work done. So I'm like, oh. So I at this time I had a skateboard that I had put longboard like wheels on. So that thing flew. So I get to the moor. I did get to tutoring. I'm good. I got like 10 minutes to get to the gym. So I am flying. Like fly. It was like I was going downhill. And this lady runs through the stoplight, doesn't stop at the red light, and hits me with her car. And I went, okay, so like, she hit me, and I literally went, like flew across the entire street. So she was turning right, she hit me, I flew across the street and somehow landed in the grass. But I was like, and like I don't even remember it that well. I was so like frazzled, like I had to get to practice, like I was freaking out. So I go to practice and like, but the adrenaline was pumping. So like she gets out, she's like, I'm like, I gotta go. So I'm like, I'm going, and then I didn't even realize like how much I was hurting until like halfway through practice, and I was scraped up. I didn't even notice like until Joe said something. He's like, what happened to you? And I was like, I got hit by a car. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like my bad, coach. And he's like, you're bad. He's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna practice. But like, if you like, they know if I get hit by a car, I'm gonna be there, you know. And I think if you can practice, like some of the best advice Coach Jones ever gave me was if you could play, you can practice. And I think like, and I've always been like that, but I think that's just a really good way of putting it. If you can play, you can practice, unless of course like it's something like for real. Mm-hmm. But all right, so we got through the hardest part of the transition. All right. Oh, we got class in a little bit, buddy. I'm Matthew's TA. He's learning. I'm teaching. I'm out here as a teacher. Who would have thunk? How have classes been? How many classes are you in?
I'm in 4 right now.
4. Which class? What classes?
The one we have
Okay, so the
Not
class
really
we're in is
class.
a class for freshman athletes. It's basically teaching them how to not be assholes. So,
Other one is another class for student athletes to teach you how to study. And then I'm in art history and then online communication and presence.
art history. I like some history. What are you learning in there?
Not a thing.
You can't say that. You gotta be learning something.
I have learned different mediums and different artists.
Okay, who's your favorite artist?
Vincent Van Gogh.
Okay, all right. That was quick, but I don't truly believe you. All right. How am I as a teacher?
Good. Get it going, moving. I don't like sitting there for too long.
Yeah, okay. So basically, what our class is, it consists of at least, is a class that the professor and instructor teaches on Monday, and then on Wednesdays it's a discussion that the TAs run. So it's me and a women's basketball player, and then we have a group of one, two, three, four, five, six, about 10 freshman athletes that from baseball, track, golf. I got all the basketball players, and then Harrison Prieto is actually a TA as well, but he's in a different group. But so you're saying, give me a grade as a TA.
9.5 out of 10.
9.5. All right. So what do I need to do? How can I get better?
Couldn't tell you. That's how teachers grade. They don't always want to give you 100, even though you did all the work correct. So
some animosity in your voice. Okay. All right. So NIL, man, you lucky son of a gun. Oh, this is my last year. I'm on my way out. You're just coming in. You got a chance to really do something. I think I was proactive. I've had this podcast. I'm just now starting YouTube, obviously, but I own a business, but I think I probably could have done more. I didn't start the business or I didn't start any of it because of NIL stuff. I mean, like half the stuff I had in the works before I even knew that was going to be a thing, but I think maybe at least once I found out about it, I could have been more proactive. But I'm happy where I'm at. So, have you signed any deals? Like, what's going on with that? What are your plans? You got anything going on?
So I've signed. Can't count how many deals. Vail, Yoke.
Well, explain them. What are you doing with them? Give them a shout. Hey, look, you signed a deal with them. You're a representative. Go tell the people about it.
Shout out Vail, Yoke.
So what is
Dreamfield. Vail is a place. I think it's just in Florida.
I don't know what it is. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just in Florida. You can eat.
Yeah. Oh, Vail.
Vail.
The food place.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Vail.
I was like,
okay. All right. So you're trying to stay healthy. On brand. All right. Yoke. What's Yoke?
Gaming company. Okay. Founders are by Pace. So really big on Yoke. Just download the app. You can play with me anytime you want.
Okay. So it's basically just like people can meet up with you and play video games with you?
Yeah, so you go live and then they can like join and then you play with them.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I had a company hit me up recently called like Meatleat. It was like that, but just not as cool. I feel like it was just like basically like people can sign up to like FaceTime with you or like meet up with you or something. I haven't DM'd them back. I've been incredibly busy, obviously setting up all this lighting equipment, this camera, and drilling a blanket into the wall. But okay, so Yoke, that actually sounds pretty interesting. What have you done anything for Vail yet, or are you just signed up with them?
Not yet, just signed up with them.
Okay, so I mean, we live above a Vail, so it's pretty on point there. What have you done for Yoke? Have you played with people yet?
I've played with Michael Gabor, the answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the only person I've played with so far because that's the only time I had, and it was like a Saturday at like 5.
Oh, okay. How was it?
Fun. It was confusing at first. Like you had to set the game, the monitor, but after that it was pretty simple for like after the first 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, so I don't play video games, so that is foreign to me. But I am trying to learn how to edit right now. Hey, if you're watching this, bear with me. If you're listening, again, don't mind that. But yeah, I'm learning how to edit, and it is tough. It's hard. I would say couple weeks ago, I didn't even probably know how to plug in an HDMI cord. I don't have a TV in my room. I don't know what I'm doing. What does that even do? What do you throw something up on the TV from your computer? Is that what that does? I'm not even kidding. Is that?
It's like
That's what that does,
basically
right?
the channel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, at least I know what it is. I think I can plug one in. I'm actually not positive. I'm not even kidding. But I am learning how to edit videos and do different sound, and it's been quite a process. I was up to like 4 a.m. the other night, just like trying to get a 10-second piece of audio merged with a piece of video, and it was like always slightly off. Where like it would be like my mouth would move like, and then I would be like, "Hello." It's difficult. So play with people on, what was that, Yoke?
Yoke.
Okay, Yoke. Anything else?
Dreamfield. I'm one of their ambassadors. It's like an intermediary company. So like there's like a app, and then like businesses can say like if you want them, and you set your price, and then.
Okay, so so you're getting 25% of that, huh?
I can't disclose how much I'm making.
Oh, I can't because I denied him. Yeah. I'm giving the people what they want. The real juicy facts. Here's the deal. They offer a service where they basically go out and they find people or companies that want to do deals with you, whether it be sponsorships or anything like that, and they. Clothing brands, stuff like that. They'll make you like they just brand you basically, and then set deals up for you, and they want 75%. Now, one good thing is that you can sign deals with other companies. So that is like obviously, Matt, you can't speak on this probably. I didn't read your contract, but I would assume that you probably can't slander them. But you can't sign deals with other companies, so that they don't. The only commission that they're taking from you is from the deals that you sign with through them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they want 75% of that, or like 65%. It depends, sliding scale. But that just wasn't for me. I'd rather go my own way, do my own thing. But I can say it's definitely not a bad idea because. They actually not probably, but they definitely have a bigger network than I think most people do. They just simply know more people. So I think, especially for a person such as yourself or a freshman or someone like that who's just coming in, I think that I know a ton of people in Tallahassee. I know most of the restaurant owners around Tallahassee. I know, you know what I mean? Like, all the boosters, I have connections through them because I've been here since the dawn of the dinosaurs. But I think, I think for a newer player, I think that doesn't maybe have all those connections. I think that could be a really good thing. So maybe it's not a slander. Maybe it's a positional thing. It's a difference. So who else? What else are you doing?
I have my own clothing line.
Okay, so who's doing that?
It's out of this company called I can't remember.
Okay, fair. So what percent are they taking? Can you disclose that? I mean, yeah, that's a fair number to disclose.
I think it's you make like sale. My dad explained it to me. You make like baseline sale margin, so they'll sell it. Let's say it starts at $24, but you want to sell the shirt for $40. You make the $16 from that one.
Okay, so they're basically taking, no matter what, like for in this example, $24, right? Yeah. So let's say it's a hoodie. So they're saying you can sell it for whatever you want. We're just gonna take $24. You keep the rest.
Yeah.
So if you can figure out a way to get people to buy it for $100. Then you can keep that extra money. We're just taking 24. Okay, now that makes sense. That's smart on their part.
Yeah, go check it out. MattCleveland.club.
All right. So what look here, I'm gonna offer a deal you can't refuse. I'll produce your clothes for half the price of whatever they're doing. I'm just kidding. But I am doing, I'm going to start making some t-shirts and things like that. But once again, I will probably do it myself. But I also have the means and the capability. I have a t-shirt press and all that stuff for hats and all that. Because we make, at least for Staying In, which is the company that I own, if you haven't heard the ads in the past, we make, shirts and hoodies. Actually, do you have a hoodie? I gotta get you a hoodie. It costs you $35. But yeah, definitely gotta get you a hoodie. Or it's not a hoodie, it's a pullover actually, but incredibly comfortable. So glad I did that. But yeah, that was another thing. Just starting that business. Good Lord, I learned so much stuff. Just making stickers. I learned how to make stickers, like actual real stuff. There's just a bunch of things that I had no idea. I learned how to read contracts. That was a huge thing for me. It was like I actually learned how to read a contract. And I would say here are the two biggest things that I learned from starting a business. One is everyone is trying to scam you. Now, is everyone actually trying to scam you? No. But that's how I kind of just go into it, because we had quite a few people who were just trying to take advantage of us because we were younger or new to the business world or the entrepreneur world. Entrepreneurial? Golly, I can't talk. But, and it was just now, at this point, like, if somebody's like, hey, sign this contract, I'm like, whoa. Like, I don't know about all that, buddy. Like, you got to give me some time to read this sucker. And one really, really helpful tool worth the money a month that I pay for it is Rocket Lawyer. Like, if you ever need somebody to review a contract for you, you can go on Rocket Lawyer and they will review a contract. Or if you're writing a contract, an NDA, anything like that, you can have an actual lawyer who specializes like in that field and knows all the laws in your state go review that for you. And I'm not. This isn't an ad. They're not paying me. I'm just saying, like, it was really helpful, especially when I first got started. And I had never seen an actual contract in my life or written one. Like I was like, how do you write a legally binding contract? I had no idea. So that really helped. All right, so that's what. So let's just make a tally of all the domains you were in here.
I also have one more.
Oh, we're going to get there, buddy. We got to give a rundown real quick. So we got Veil. So we got food. We got video games. We got... What else is it? What else did you say?
Drillfield, the intermediary.
Oh, yeah. So then you just got a representative company. You got your own clothing line at... Plug it again.
MattCleveland.club.
.club?
Club.
All right, you need to go get on GoDaddy, get that .com. And you said you had one more?
YouTube.
Okay, you starting YouTube. Hey,
I'm starting
what
YouTube.
up?
Vlog.
Right. Oh, wait. I'm talking about all this editing. Oh, yeah, I'm about to do a vlog, I think Friday. I'm doing I'm going golfing with the owner of Phone Hero, who is the sponsor, one of the sponsors of this video / podcast. So I might show you guys my sick swing. It's not sick. It sucks. But I'm going to probably do a vlog that day. But just getting all the equipment, like I was saying to you earlier, just all the stuff that's involved is just astronomical. I'm getting right now, this is on my iPhone, which the lighting helps and everything, but you really need like a good solid camera to really put out the quality product that I think needs to be, that at least that I want to put out. But so you're doing how often are you going to do it?
Probably like once a month.
Once a month?
Twice a month.
Twice a month? Okay. So, yeah, are you going to do the editing?
No.
Who's doing
No
it?
chance. My dad got someone to do it for us.
Oh, my gosh. Your dad's on top of you. I need to hire your dad. Golly. He needs to be my agent. So is he, like, working deals for you left and right? What's going on?
He's in everything. Involved in everything.
Golly. He's on top of it. His dad is incredibly nice. I've met him a couple times. When he moved in, I think he was trying to hang your TV, and he was like, "Do you have a screwdriver?" And I was like, "To put a screw in the wall?" And he was like, "Yes." I'm like, "Are you just gonna brute force that thing in there? Like, how are you gonna get that screw in the ball. And I was like, I have a drill. And he was like, okay. I was like, oh, all right. Like, have you just seen it? What's he gonna do? Just stab that sucker in there? Oh man! But he also has the most hilarious laugh. I don't know what happened where he got to laughing, but he started. I was sitting on the couch, he's standing over here, and he started cackling. Like he got me laughing. I was laughing. Like, oh man, I bet you had to be so embarrassed because you came out and like gave him the death stare, and I was just like, it was so. I don't know what happened. But and then your grandma, she's telling you, his whole family is just so amazing, so nice. But your grandma's hilarious too. She was like, oh, you gotta keep this clean, like clean your bathroom floors. And Matt's like, what? Like, yeah, I just moved in. Like, but all right, man. I think that about wraps it up. Just gonna nod. You gotta remember
Nod and
this,
wave, boys.
Most people right at this moment, most people that are most people are listening to this right now. So you're just over here nodding your head.
Nod and wave, boys.
Smile and wave, boys. All right. Well, I'll see you in class in an hour and 20 minutes, and we'll do some learning. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. Hey. This was episode 12, I believe, of What's What with Wyatt Wilkes. Thanks for watching. I should be releasing a vlog sometime later this week, something like that. Maybe Matthew will be in it. Maybe it'll be him sleeping. I don't know. But again, thanks for listening and have a good one, everybody.